These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Militiaman. Article quote, Advisor Al-Kazimi, Iraq is on the edges of economic recovery in two areas. It was also expressed in the white paper recently approved by the Council of Ministers by establishing a blueprint and an institutional entity for economic reform, which is the linchpin of this developmental sustainability. Looks like Iraq has been given the green light. I like the use of the word expressed. It means to me that they have a mechanism that has an expression to it, as in an international way of expressing their mechanism or exchange rate to the world that is in the white paper recently. They'll need it as it is the cornerstone or foundation of the reconstruction effort and the overall country's reforms going forward, in my opinion. Game is about to kick off, in my opinion. Foot forward, I thought the dinar must be sent to the U.S. Treasury for exchange, possibly a 10-day turnaround to clear our accounts. Most likely, the banks will exchange a small amount into cash, maybe 10K. They will have the ability to verify in-house. They won't give us tons of cash, but a 10-day turnaround. If they have to send everything to the UST, what a nightmare. The Treasury will keep the dinar. I don't question that. The Treasury will be sending it back to the Central Bank of Iraq. All right, Jeff, when the rate does change, Iraq will have large 3-0 notes and smaller notes. The larger 3-0 notes and the new smaller notes are still being as IQD. Nothing is replacing anything. Nothing is being canceled out. What will happen over a period of time is the large 3-0 notes will be removed and withdrawn from circulation. When the rate changes, you're going to have large notes and small notes in circulation together at the same time, sharing the same new increased exchange rate. That's how we get blessed from this. All right, Mark Z via PDK. Well, everybody is staying in position. I talked to a couple of folks, paymasters and group leaders, and they're being asked to stay in position until the end of the first week of March. Some people would like to leave, yes, and one person that I speak to regularly approached management of a bank with 2 letters and said he was tired of sitting here. He was told point blank to stay in place, that this thing is imminent, so I am not worried. All right, Militiaman article quote, the Iraqi Interior Minister arrives in Saudi Arabia at the head of a high-level delegation without disclosing the purpose of the visit, which had not been announced previously. Perhaps they are there as part of the launch of the new electronic payment system, the QFS, BTW, set for launch today. Perhaps I would say you're spot on. Things of this nature are not by coincidence, they are by design and a purpose, in my opinion. All right, Breitling, question, what do you think the dinar can revalue at if it revalues in the next few months? Is March, April still the target date for revalue? It's between 55 and 66 cents. 55, 66 cents was before the oil markets took a big hit. As far as a time frame from what Iraq is looking at, remember, they wanted to devalue their currency, renegotiate on paying back their loans at a cheaper rate, and then see where they're at and hit that milestone in April. That's exactly what their words are, meaning what can they do? How are they going to treat the currency? That's not off the table. That's still there. That means a lot for you and me. All right, Guru Claire, article quote, to the executive branch, to the Central Bank of Iraq, a new exchange rate is required for the Iraqi dinar towards the US dollar, which is 1 dinar equals 1 US dollar. In the future, to return a new exchange rate, each dinar equals $3 as it was. This is an awesome article. The 3 zeros will be removed from both notes and exchange rate. Hence, in the article it says, and according to the new exchange rate, 1,000 dinars equals 1,000 US dollars. That is a 1-to-1 exchange rate right there in Iraq, in my opinion. All right, and lastly, Mark Z via PDK. Question, have you heard they are deleting the zeros? Answer, this is how it has worked in the past in all countries that have revalued. This is how it's going to work this time. This is how it has worked in Kuwait, in Japan, in Germany. This is how it worked 3 times in the past in Iraq. They raise the value, then they get rid of the bills that have all the zeros. It's called deleting the zeros, and everybody panics when they hear this. Do not. Going through the articles over the last couple of weeks, they talk about raising the value and then removing the zeros, so the value goes up and the zeros go away. Let's keep the math as simple as possible. Let's say the dinar goes to $1. That means your 25,000 note would be worth $25,000.